Now, the first car on the list is going to be Daily Driven Exotics Lamborghini Aventador SVJ. Now, I saw this at the 2021 LA Auto Show, and that was kind of before I knew really anything about cars, so unfortunately, I didn't really care, and as you can see, I took this. Yeah, I don't even know if you could call that a picture, but I have the proof. That's what matters. But yeah, so this is number 10 on the list. Definitely probably the least rare out of everything on this list. So let's get on to number 9. Now the next car that we have is the Hyperion XP1 or XPI, whatever it's called. Now this is interesting, right? And obviously here I'm going based off of like production rarity. Okay. Now Daily Driven Exotics Aventador SVJ, that is different, okay? That's just because, it's a YouTuber, I find it cool, so that's why I place it on this list, but most of these are going to be based off of production, like how many were made. So this one is interesting. So it runs on hydrogen and water, I think. I mean, first of all, it just looks insane. The design is insane. It's like $2 million. I'll put the price up on screen right here, but yeah, I mean, just like look at the design of this. This looks insane. Don't know if I'd ever get it, if I ever had the money, right? Like, it's just not my style car, right? It looks too futuristic. I'm sticking with my Lamborghini, personally. Now, this right here, I don't know how to feel about it. This is the KTM Expo GTX, and I don't know. Personally, KTMs aren't my favorite, okay? I don't know. I mean, it's slowly growing on me. I will give it that. It is slowly growing on me. I do like it. Great track car. Okay, only 100 of these made per year, so that's why I put on this list, because I didn't really... Yeah, I know they're making 100 per year. It didn't tell me how many were in the world, but yeah, so definitely interesting. Full like carbon fiber. It's just the design. It's too boxy, right? There's not enough going on, I feel like. But, good car, but that's why it's not higher on the list. So let's get straight on to number 7. Now, chat, one of the first, I don't know, decently crazy ones, I'd say, and this is Travis Scott's Aventador SV. Now, once again, I did see this at the LA Auto Show. Yeah, I mean, great spec. At the time, I had no idea who owned this, or like, I just knew Lamborghini. Cool. That's it. Okay, so yeah, I mean, the picture of this, once again, isn't the best because, I mean, none of these are the best pictures until it gets, like, to more recent years because, I mean, yeah, I was younger when I took these, and I didn't know a lot about cars, so it's just like, cool, little memory. But now I'm like, gotta get that shot, But before I just, like, snap. Yeah, so super cool. I do love the spec on this. Probably one of the only cars that can rock a brown, personally, that I think. There's probably some, if you named them, I'd be like, oh, yeah, but, like, when you say what car can rock a brown color, it's like, now I'm facing the wrong way. Now, this one is probably, in my opinion, one of the most insane cars that I have ever seen. And I wasn't even expecting this to be there because I'm pretty sure this is the first time anything like this has been there. And this is the Pagani Huayra. Now, yeah, I mean, amazing spec. It just, you should have seen my face when I saw this car. I mean, we were like walking around this corner and I just see it and I'm like, oh my god. I wasn't expecting a Pagani at the LA Auto Show. Like, usually it's like, oh yeah, Rolls Royces everywhere and Huracan, Aventador, right? But not Pagani, right? So, yeah, now that was insane. I mean, just like looking at this spec right now, yeah, it was insane to see it. And it's probably the coolest car that I've seen. But since there was 100 models made, that, it is going to be a little higher or low down, whatever, on this list. Now, this one, I still don't really understand what the heck this is. So this is the Zinger, if I'm saying that right, 21C. Now, this is an interesting car, you know? I have a Hot Wheel of it, but I didn't think it was a real thing until I actually saw one at the LA Auto Show. Now, yes, I know that, like, all of these are from the LA Auto Show, but at the same time, like, that's probably just where I've seen the most insane stuff because, you know, there's not Paganis driving around. But yeah, the design of this one is definitely interesting, to say the least. It looks cool, right? I'm not saying it doesn't, but at the same time, it's interesting, right? It's not what you'd expect. Now, another one of just probably the most insane things that I have ever seen, and that is the Zenvo Aurora. Now, this car, there was two of them there, right next to each other. I only took a picture of one, okay? And one, I didn't know what it was, okay? I saw it, Zenvo, yeah, I forgot about the name in a week. When Driving Empire added it is probably the only time I really got to learning about them. Now, this car, I mean, yeah, it was insane to see, and now knowing what it was, I'm like, oh, wow. But yeah, so there was two of them there. I mean, it was cool. Like, tons of carbon fiber everywhere. Tons of just, like, open space for, like, air to flow through. I don't know, it was just an insane car to see. But, yeah, I mean, that spec is beautiful on that. I mean, so it was a blue and a red one. Okay, I didn't get a picture of the red one because, yeah, like I said, I had no idea what it was, right? So why should I really care, right? And I'm like, oh, it's probably some new brand coming up that, you know, no one's gonna notice, but yeah, you know, just a Zenvo. And here we are in the top 3. Now, personally, the next two this one and the next one aren't my favorite, right? They're just, you know, really rare, but the last one is pretty insane. Now, anyways, let's get on to this one. So this one is, you know, a car that looks cool on the outside, but fails miserably on the inside. And if you can't guess what I'm talking about, or you just miss, like, the entire screen, it's a Ford GT 2nd Gen, but in the Heritage Edition. I think that's what it is, a Golf spec livery. And there were only 50 of these made, which is actually pretty cool. Yeah, I love seeing these, okay? It just, yeah, no, Ford, what the heck were you thinking with the interior? There's, like, nothing. Like, honestly, there's, like, nothing. Yeah, you guys could have done better, come on. But yeah, no, this is an amazing car, amazing looking car, right? I mean, and then this livery just completes it, honestly. And if you know me, I love my Golf liveries, right? Like, anything can really rock a Golf livery, almost. Especially an Aventador. Aventador could rock that hard. But, yeah, definitely beautiful car. And, yeah, let's get on to the second one. Now, there's only one of these in existence, and that is the Porsche Mission R. Now, ABC Glitched, I'm pretty sure, really likes this car. But, yeah, I mean, I knew I saw one somewhere, especially when ABC Glitch had it for one of his thumbnails, and I'm like, I swear I've seen that. Yeah, I've only seen it once. It was in the Porsche, like, gallery at the LA Auto Show one year. And once again, I mean, none of these photos are really doing any of these cars a justice, but yeah, I mean, definitely interesting, definitely good looking spec. I don't know how to feel about the car though, right? It costs like $10 million, but that's not the point, right? It's just, it's an interesting looking car to say the least, right? I mean, I think it's track only, maybe, even if it's not, I don't know. Once again, it's just a little too, just like a bit too futuristic, right? Like, it could have been toned down a bit, but yeah, I mean, it definitely does look good. It definitely looks like almost like a Le Mans type car, right? That would race in that, but yeah, let's get on to probably the, I don't know, I guess most insane thing that I have ever seen, most insane car I've ever seen. Let's get on to that. And now, the moment you guys have all been waiting for. The final #1 car. And that is the Bugatti Chiron that is made entirely out of Legos. This thing was insane to see. I mean, yes, I know it's made out of Legos, but at the same time, It is a life-size Bugatti Chiron, and the fact that this thing runs is crazy. Don't mind that I just cannot speak today. But yeah, I mean, yeah, such an insane experience getting to see that, right? I mean, like, you see it on the TV, and you're just like, oh, wow, they made that out of Legos, and then actually getting to see it in real life is just insane. And now, also, if you're wondering why there's, like, black in this random area, that's because I'm standing in front of it. My dad didn't get a picture of me not next to it, and, well, yeah, I look like I'm 4 years old there, so we're just gonna black that out. But yeah, just such an insane car to see, and the fact that they made it look so real, it is just insane. Like, you guys definitely need to go watch the video that they posted of this thing running, because this thing is insane. Well, guys, thank you all so much for watching today's video. Now, I know me standing here looking off into the abyss, pretending there's an image there, because for you guys there is a little bit different than what I usually do. So if you liked this style video, or you just do want to see a part 2 to what I did today, make sure to put that down in the comments, because if you don't, then I have no way of knowing if you guys like what I'm doing. Also, make sure to hit that like button, because, you know, if you like it that much, then doing that really helps me out. Also, if you want to consider subscribing, that'll help me out even more, you know. Like, I mean, we gotta get to 5,000 by the end of the year, or I don't know what, but that's my goal. Anyways, guys, I really do hope that you enjoyed today's video. It's really fun to make, and I mean, editing probably wasn't too fun. Yeah, let's play a clip from me editing this. Yeah, didn't seem too good of a time. But anyways, guys, I will see you guys all in the next video. Stay playful. That's a new line I think I'm going to start using. Anyways, see ya.